They called it stealing until I proved it wasn't. One manager threatened to ban me. Another said I was abusing the system. But the truth is, I wasn't breaking any rules. I was just using a stacking method most people don't even realize is still legal. The problem? When you know how to combine coupons the right way and save more than most people think possible, you start to get attention. Not just from cashiers, from corporate, from loss prevention, from anyone who doesn't understand the fine print. But here's the twist. I wasn't gaming the system. I was following the exact policies their stores put in writing. The only thing I did differently was read them. In this video, I'm going to show you the stacking method that got me flagged, how I stayed within the rules, and why most people still don't realize it works. We'll break down the line between smart savings and suspicious behavior, and how you can stay on the right side of it. Because there's a way to combine coupons, loyalty rewards, and store promos that's completely legal and wildly effective. But if you do it wrong, even once, you'll end up with more than just savings. You'll end up with eyes on you. Let's get into it. Most people assume if something's legal, it'll be obvious, clear, easy to spot. But when it comes to coupon stacking, that couldn't be further from the truth. Retailers often make their coupon policies vague on purpose. They use phrases like cannot be combined with other offers, but then turn around and allow manufacturer coupons alongside store promotions, sometimes even in the same transaction. It's not illegal, it's just unclear. And here's where most shoppers get it wrong. They rely on the cashier to tell them what's allowed, but cashiers aren't trained in corporate policy. They follow prompts on a register screen. If it scans, it goes through. If it doesn't, they shrug. There's no room for nuance, and definitely no time to explain what's buried deep in the coupon terms and conditions. What I discovered was this: the stacking rules vary depending on how you apply them. Use a store coupon with a manufacturer one, that's usually fine. But add a loyalty discount on top of that, plus a price match, and suddenly your total drops too far. And that's when someone starts watching. And the worst part? You can be completely within the rules and still get flagged. Because the people enforcing those rules often don't understand them themselves. I once had a cashier stare at my receipt, call over a manager and say, "This feels wrong," but it wasn't wrong. I had read every line of the policy, knew what combinations were permitted, and had screenshots ready to back it up. They didn't expect that. Most people don't push back. But I did. And that's when the conversation shifted. But being right doesn't always protect you, especially not when your savings start raising red flags. And as I'd soon find out, the bigger the discount, the bigger the reaction. Most people never read the coupon policy, and that's exactly what the stores count on. Buried in fine print, usually on some hard-to-find webpage, are the actual rules that determine what's allowed and what isn't. And here's the trick. Those rules change quietly, often without warning, and definitely without any big announcement at the register. Take one national chain. On paper, they do not allow coupon stacking, but just a few lines down, it says manufacturer coupons may be used alongside store-issued ones as long as they apply to different parts of the transaction. Confused yet? That's the point. Now, multiply that by dozens of brands, each with different wording. Some allow digital and paper coupons together. Some don't. Some let you stack if one discount is percentage-based and the other is $1 off. Some base it on the item's original price, not the sale price. And unless you dig through the entire policy, line by line, you'll miss the loopholes. That's how I found the method I used. It wasn't a hack. It was written right there. Just in legal terms most people skim past. I learned how to break down the difference between combinable offers and exclusive promotions. I learned how to spot overlapping rewards that don't technically violate policy, but definitely trigger suspicion. And here's the thing, once I understood the language, I saw the cracks everywhere. I could combine a digital manufacturer coupon, a store reward, and a clearance markdown, and stay completely within the rules. It worked. The system allowed it. But the second I did it twice in the same week, I got flagged. So no, it wasn't illegal. It wasn't unethical. It was just smarter than they expected. And that's when the attention shifted from policy to me. The first time it happened, I didn't even realize what was going on. I was at self-checkout, scanning everything like usual. My digital coupons applied. A paper manufacturer coupon scanned. Then my loyalty app triggered a store promo at the very end. The total dropped by over 60%. It worked. No errors. No system rejection. Just a surprisingly low receipt. But as I turned to leave, I noticed something strange. One of the employees was standing a little too close. Not helping, just watching. And when I made eye contact, they looked away quickly. That's when I knew. The savings weren't the issue. It was how I got them. Technically, everything I'd done was allowed. Every discount had gone through cleanly. But when your total dips too far below what the store expects for a basket of groceries, people start whispering. Especially if you do it more than once. Within a week, I got approached by someone from management. They didn't accuse me of anything. Instead, they asked vague questions. Are you familiar with our coupon policy? Did you know some offers aren't meant to be combined? It wasn't hostile, but it was loaded. This is where things get tricky, because when something feels wrong to the person behind the counter, it doesn't matter if it is wrong. Their job is to protect the store, not to argue legal definitions. To them, I was gaming the system, abusing loopholes, maybe even training others to do the same. And once you land on that radar, even without breaking a single rule, you become a problem they want to solve. And that solution? It doesn't always come with a conversation. Sometimes it starts quietly and ends with a ban. There's a reason most people never find this method. It's buried beneath assumptions. Most shoppers think stacking is just about piling on every coupon you can get your hands on. But that's exactly what gets people flagged. The method that actually works doesn't rely on volume. It relies on timing, source, and category. Here's what most don't realize. Stores treat store coupons and manufacturer coupons as two entirely separate currencies. If you combine them properly, one from each lane, you're not breaking rules. You're following them. Let me walk you through the method. Step 1. Choose a product that's already on sale. This lowers the base price without involving any coupons yet, giving you your first advantage. Step 2. Use a manufacturer coupon, either printed or digital. These are funded by the brand, not the store, so it's the supplier who's giving you the discount, not the retailer. Step 3. Apply a store coupon or loyalty reward. These are issued by the store itself, and if the policy allows it, they can be stacked on top of a manufacturer coupon, as long as they're not both applying to the same portion of the discount. But here's the real twist. Don't do it all at once. Spread it out. Use the manufacturer discount in one transaction. Use the store credit in another. Or stagger your purchases across multiple days to avoid system flags. Some policies even allow rolling rewards, meaning you can earn points from one deal and apply them to the next. It's not about being sneaky. It's about reading the rules the way they were written, not the way people assume they work. I've used this method for years. It saved me thousands. And when people accuse me of stealing, I don't argue, I show them the receipts. Clean, policy approved, and completely legal. The trick isn't to cheat the system. It's to understand it better than the people who built it. If this method is so effective and completely legal, why doesn't everyone know about it? Simple, because it doesn't look flashy. The people getting flagged are the ones racking up 90% discounts, walking out with carts full of detergent for pennies, or flashing giant binders of clipped coupons like it's a competitive sport. They draw attention, they leave a pattern, and eventually they make someone ask questions. But the method I just showed you, it flies under the radar for one reason: it doesn't trigger alerts. Loss prevention systems are designed to catch abuse, not efficiency. When you save modestly and consistently, 10 here, 15 there, it looks like smart shopping. Not fraud, even when you're stacking discounts. As long as you're not draining the register, you blend in. Here's another reason. The stacking doesn't rely on glitches or overrides. You're not asking a cashier to force anything through. You're not tricking the system. Everything scans. Everything clears. You follow their own promotions and use them how they were offered. There's nothing for a manager to reverse or flag in the software. But maybe the biggest reason this stays hidden Most people don't have the patience to read the fine print. They glance at a coupon, see one per purchase, and assume that means one per trip. They miss the details about per item or how store credits can sometimes be applied even after manufacturer discounts, if redeemed as loyalty rewards, not direct coupons. It's a game of nuance, and most shoppers give up before they get that far. So, while others chase viral savings tricks that get patched or banned within weeks, the real coupon pros, they stay quiet. They work the policy, not the edge, and in doing so, they save more while drawing less attention. That's the sweet spot. There's a fine line between smart savings and suspicious behavior, and staying on the right side of it is what keeps your receipts clean and your conscience clear. Here's how to use this stacking method safely every single time. First, know the policy, not just in general, but by store. Don't rely on what someone said in a Facebook group. Go straight to the source. Most major grocery chains have their full coupon policy online, and buried in the legalese are the exact stacking rules. Which types are allowed together, what can be doubled, what counts as a loyalty discount, and how many items you can apply them to per visit. Print it out. Bookmark it. If anyone questions you, you'll be more prepared than the cashier. Second, limit repetition. If you find a great deal that allows stacking, don't try to rinse and repeat it 6 times in a row. Spread your transactions out. Go to different locations if needed. Why? Because loss prevention doesn't just track what you buy, it tracks how often you're doing it. If the same deal hits 5 times in a weekend under your loyalty card, that's a pattern. And patterns are what trigger scrutiny. Third, avoid manual overrides. If a coupon won't scan and a cashier offers to force it through, just skip it. The moment someone starts punching in codes or calling a manager, you've crossed the line from policy use into human discretion. And that opens the door to risk, misunderstanding, and yes, getting flagged. Fourth, rotate your strategy. Don't just rely on coupons. Use a mix of methods, rewards points, cashback apps, rebate offers, clearance timing. The more varied your savings, the more invisible your technique becomes. And finally, stay polite, not defensive. If someone questions your transaction, calmly explain what you did. Most of the time, they won't even know the rule you're following. That's okay. You're not breaking the system. You're using it better than most people ever bother to learn. Smart stacking isn't about pushing limits. It's about knowing how far the rules actually go and staying one step ahead of the assumptions. Because when you play it right, there's nothing sneaky about it at all. Some people break rules, others bend them. But the smartest shoppers, they study the rules, then use them better than anyone expected. What started as a simple stacking strategy turned into a full-on confrontation. I was accused of cheating, pulled aside, and treated like I'd done something illegal. But when I calmly explained every step, showed them the store's own policy, and proved I hadn't violated a single rule, they had no choice but to back off. What does that tell you? That even doing things by the book can raise eyebrows if you're doing them better than most people understand. The key isn't to stop using coupons or discounts. It's to know them so well that no one can question your legitimacy. When you're informed, consistent, and discreet, you not only save more, you stay protected. So, if you've ever felt nervous using a coupon that stacked too well, or worried someone might challenge your receipt, you're not alone. But now, you know how to move smarter. Use the method we broke down today. Stick to the safe zones. Avoid manual overrides. Rotate your tactics. And always know the policy better than the people enforcing it. Because once you do, you'll realize this isn't just about groceries. It's about reclaiming control in a system that counts on you not paying attention. Thanks for being here today. If this video opened your eyes or gave you something useful, let me know in the comments. Share one thing you learned or a moment when someone questioned your saving strategy. Your stories matter, and they help others feel less alone in the process. And if you haven't already, make sure to like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you don't miss future videos like this. We've got more practical strategies, behind-the-scenes breakdowns, and smart shopper secrets coming soon. Until then, stay sharp, save hard, and never apologize for knowing the rules better than the people writing them.